We have some massive news coming out of Japan regarding the latest set that is going to be dropping in June, Black Bolt and White Flare, and they honestly are doing some kind of crazy things in the TCG. So we're going to break all of that down in this video and reveal all of the cool cards that we've already seen. And honestly, this is like one of those sets that I wasn't initially like super hyped up for, but they're doing some crazy stuff. And let's just jump straight into it and we'll give you guys all the information. So this is coming from Poke Beach, but Black Bolt and White Flare were just revealed at Japan's Champion League tournament. So we knew that this set was coming since last November. The dual sets will be released on June 6th, which is just a week after the English release of Destined Rivals. Now, this is going to feature all 156 Unova Pokemon. The sets are clearly meant to be Gen 5 version of 151. But the craziest part about this whole thing, if we scroll down in the article a little bit, all 156 Unova Pokemon will get an illustration rare or special illustration rare in the set. And this is what has been revealed so far, which is honestly crazy. All of them are going to get IRs or SIRs. And man, the arts are already starting to look really good. So this is kind of crazy, just the amount of illustration rares. I'm not sure how this is all going to work when it comes to pull rates and everything. So we will have to wait to get some more information regarding that, especially how it translates over to the English side. But let's take a look at what we have for some of the artworks. And we're going to start off with Snivy. Very cutesy art style here right out the gate, looking really good in the forest. So super adorable, liking the art. Obviously, all of the art that we've been getting lately has just been so good, top tier. And then this one too, this one kind of reminds me of like Ivysaur, the Ivysaur card from 151, but you know, similar vibes and drawn similarly. I like this one a lot as well. This card looks really nice. And then as we get to the Superior, you'll notice that this one looks a little different. So this is the only special illustration rare of the 9 starters from the basic to the final evolution. So only one of them getting a special illustration rare. All the other ones are just illustration rares or art rares in Japanese, but referring to the English side. So this is what we're looking at, and I do like this card as well, the Superior. Let me know in the comments as we go through these which card was your favorite or your favorite art that you appreciated the most. So a nice looking Superior card here, and then Tepig looking absolutely adorable. I am a fan of this card as well. Definitely I get just like dog owner vibe, kind of just like a cute little puppy rolling in the leaves kind of thing. I love the look, everything. This is super adorable. I don't think you can go wrong here. And then I'm not sure what is going on here. Are these lemons? I'm not sure if these are lemons or what. It's kind of hard to tell. They don't really... Anyways, if you guys think these are lemons, let me know. But this card is nice. Once again, the art, all of the art, so good. You can't really go wrong. And then Embor here, I like this one with the volcano in the background. You can't go wrong. Once again, all of these arts looking really nice. So this one's super cool. I like the pose, the flames coming off. He looks really great in this one. And then another cutesy Oshawott going toe-to-toe between the Tepig and the Oshawott. I'm not sure which one is my favorite. I don't know. I might lean Tepig a little bit more. But you got him over on the beach here with flowers. Super adorable. Leaning into that cutesy side here for the Oshawott. And then right here, this one's super cool. Is it upside down or like, I don't know what's going on here. But we have over a pool and there's like swinging logs. There's a lot going on in this illustration rare. So I'm not entirely sure everything that's happening. I see swinging logs everywhere. He's doing a flip, obviously. Okay, so the pool is right side up. There's a ladder in the background. And you got the little like swim boards here everywhere. He's doing some hardcore training. And then the Samurott looking very cool. I do like the pose with the waves crashing. You got the Wingles in the background. This is a super cool looking card. I do like this one a lot as well. Some people might be disappointed that, not all of the starters are getting special illustration rares, which I could understand as well, but there's just so many. We don't know the number of special illustration rares or special art rares, so it'll be interesting to see how many actually get that versus just your regular art rare. But I think that this is kind of a really crazy idea to give this many art rares, and it's something that I've kind of wondered about, like, if they would do with a set, and they didn't do it with 151, which kind of you think would have been the set to do it with, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know, how they made the decision to do it with Gen 5 versus Gen 1, but pull rates, like I said, I'm very intrigued to see what they do with the pull rates. Are the pull rates going to be much easier? Because what they do talk about, and we do... We'll take a look at the pack art here real quick as well. Pack art looking real good. Obviously with the Reshiram and Zekrom packs looking real nice there. So this is what we're looking at. And there's actually two packs that they're getting on the Japanese side that we'll talk about in a second. Two different versions. Right here, in addition to the 7-card booster packs, Black Bolt and White Flare will see release of 35-card deluxe packs for 1,450 yen. Each one will contain the contents of 5 booster packs, but will come with a guaranteed illustration rare. So that's kind of cool. You can get like kind of a mega pack with a guaranteed illustration rare, and with so many illustration rares, that makes sense. So that is interesting. So these are the mega packs here. You can see 35. So same art style and everything. You're just going to get a little bit different text and obviously a much thicker pack. We're also seeing the return of a different holo pattern. It's a horizontal line that they did back in the black and white era. You can see this is what it used to look like back in the day on the older cards, and then obviously the newer version here. So I do think that is cool, paying homage back to the original release of the sets, doing something more unique. So I like that a lot. There's also going to be a 3-card file will also release on June 6th, and it comes with 3 packs of each set, and it gives us a look at the Victini illustration rare there as well. So this looks like this is going to be included in that as far as the Japanese side goes. So like I said, I don't know what this is really going to mean for the entire English side as far as all this goes, because that is just so many cards. So feel free to put your speculations down below. If they do it even remotely like a normal set, the pull rates are going to be insane. So like it's going to specifically like for a specific IR, or depending on the number of SIRs for a specific SIR. So that potentially is going to be wild, and that could drive some prices very high. So I don't know how they're going to work that out. I have a feeling they're going to be much more common, but that's what we know right now. And then as far as this relates to the English side, we will get the cards from Black Bolt and White Flare in a special English set. Ours is coming later, July 18th, and it will likely be revealed within the next week or two. And then we have a little bit of an update on the Japanese side for the schedule, which is important to note, as it will relate to the English obviously as well. They have no May set. June 6th is what we just talked about, featuring all 156. August 1st is they're going to get Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia, which feature Mega Lucario and Mega Gardevoir. So we have the return of Mega Evolutions. Very excited for that. Then they have September 5th. They're getting 2 pre-constructed decks named Starter Set Mega Gengar and Starter Set Mega Diancie EX. And then in October, we don't have this necessarily confirmed. It's just theorized that it will be October at this point. Inferno X, which potentially is featuring Mega Charizard. I think that's kind of a safe bet at this point. So Inferno X, this was a trademark that we just found out about not too long ago. So that's going to be coming in October. So that's kind of where it's lining up. We will go back up and cover a few of the basic cards just real quick. We'll go through these while we're here. You guys can just check them out. So Snivy, you can see a look. These aren't too crazy. Servine, we're not going to take too long looking at each of these. So you can feel free to pause if you want to take a look at them blown up. Superior, Victini, you can see the holo pattern on here as well. The the horizontal. So that's kind of what it looks like. Tepig running through, Pignite here flexing his muscles, Emboar on the holo looking good. Reshiram, obviously we're going to get Reshiram and Zekrom featured heavily in this set as well. You got an EX here, the regular Oshawott being super adorable, Dewott here, and Samurott looking good. We saw this one already. Kyurem here on an EX, and then Zekrom. So these are the other cards that we did have revealed as well. And this kind of led me to look into a few cards just as I was looking through, specifically, the main legendaries from the set, Reshiram and Zekrom being featured on the pack art and everything right here, as you guys can see. I wanted to kind of see what other cards have been available, as far as like what's the most expensive cards that we've had in the past of these, and just kind of take a look. So some of these we actually have talked about recently, but if you wanted to start off obviously with a crazy tag team, Reshiram and Zekrom with N, from Cosmic Eclipse, this one is up to, we're not going to go too in depth on the prices. I'm just kind of trying to, we'll talk about the prices, but mostly just showing some other cards that have been done in the past. But this is up 41%, so it has shot up from 200 up to around 287 on TCG Player. But a really nice looking art there between the two. So Reshiram and Zekrom. And then this Reshiram is from the Legendary Treasures Radiant collection. And this one is up pretty big as well, 131%, going from around 35 up to 87. It's come down a little bit down into the 80s. But a really nice looking Reshiram card that we're seeing there as well. So, they have done nice, obviously nice versions of these Pokemon in cards for quite a while. Another tag team here from Cosmic Eclipse. This one's much more affordable, and this one's actually down a little bit in the past month. But you can see it's a similar style with N there, looking much smaller. But this is around a $65 card, and this is another one we talked about somewhat recently. I can't remember how long ago we touched on these cards. But from 65 up to 77, and now it's back down to around 65 again. And then Reshiram got a full art. This was an XY promo, so a little bit of an older card, obviously, but another nice looking one. And this one is continuing to go up on TCG Player. There's not that many copies that have been currently available. Only 3 copies currently listed on TCG, but it's up 55%, going from just in the past 3 months from 13 up to in the 20s. So we'll see how the announcement of this set, and as we get closer, if it affects any of these cards moving forward. I'm not sure how much it's going to. I would assume that there will be some people that will be looking into these cards after this announcement. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Then you also have, so this was the most expensive Zekrom when I just typed in Zekrom on TCG and I sorted by price. I just wanted to see what popped up. And this is from Next Destinies. So this is from a really old set. You can see the full art here. This one's not up too much. You don't see too many sales. It's only up around almost 5%, but they got marketed at $115. Most recent sale at around $200, if you could believe that or not, for Next Destinies. So this is currently, as far as TCG Player is showing, the most valuable Zekrom card. And then this one, obviously, I feel like this card's a lot more iconic, but you got a Pikachu and Zekrom promo here. This one is up 50%, and we talked about this one fairly recently as it moved up in value. But $63 up to over $100, and it's come kind of back down to around 90-ish. But I do like this. Obviously, this tag team with Pikachu is a very fun one. And then Zekrom as well. This is another XY promo. Up pretty big, 67% in the past 3 months, going from around a $25 card up into the 40s. Obviously, you have Palkia in the background, but nice looking card as well. This is a cool pose for Zekrom. I like the look of this card a lot. And then the last Zekrom card that we're going to talk about here is the one. So this is from Brilliant Stars, the Trainer Gallery. And I think that this is a pretty cool looking one. Not very difficult to pull from the Trainer Gallery, and you can see a ton of copies currently available. So I don't know. I'm not saying that this card is going to have a big run or anything like that. It definitely could, but it's a pretty common card. But it's under $10 right now, and it's it's been hit pretty hard. More recently, down 27% in the past 3 months, with a peak of 14 down to under 10. So dollar wise, not the craziest drop, but pretty big percentage drop on the Zekrom. So just another one to keep a lookout on. I do think that PSA 10s on this guy have been going for around like 200-ish on eBay last I checked. So interesting there. And then I also checked in on the starters. Specifically, the final evolutions, Superior, they don't really have too many valuable cards, these starters, believe it or not. But Silver Tempest Trainer Gallery, the Superior, this is a card that I like as well. I always liked this one from Silver Tempest. I pulled this quite a while ago. But anyways, I thought this was a nice looking card. Once again, not too crazy coming from the Trainer Gallery. But you got... It's just a nice looking card. I really like this one. It is up 27% in the past 3 months, from 13 to 18, and it kind of came back down to around 17. So not a super crazy expensive card or anything like that, but just worth noting that this was what came up for Superior. Embor from Next Destinies, you were seeing no sales in the past 3 months, but this was a secret rare from the set, and it's around $57 ish. So this was the most expensive Embor. So it's nice to see Embor get some love as far as getting some cooler looking cards. So we'll have to see how once again, I don't know how much this card's going to move per se. I don't think it's going to move a lot, but definitely possible. 2 copies available, actually. Lowest listed's 75 and 125, which is quite a bit above current market price. So that's what we had for Embor that came up. And then obviously Samurott had the Hisuian Samurott version here from the Crown Zenith. Stunning Galarian Gallery card. This one's really nice looking. It is up 8%, not a very expensive card either. It's around $7 or $8. But I just thought, that obviously these Pokemon, these final evolutions, deserve a little bit more love. And it's nice to see that they're getting them, even if they're only mostly illustration rares, except for the Superior getting the SIR. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Like, if you could pick, of all the starters, which one would you have picked for a special illustration rare? Would you have gone Superior, or would you have changed? I think I might have changed, because I do think that of those cards that we just looked at, while the Hisuian version of Samurott is really nice, I think that Superior card is definitely much nicer, in my opinion. So I'd like to maybe have seen Embor or Samurott maybe get the SIR, but either way, nice looking illustration rares, and very exciting for the set. And we don't know if we're getting like remakes of the games that have yet to be announced. Like, why are they doing this black and white set now? Like, what is it going with? Like, there's a lot. We, at least as of this recording, we haven't got, but we do have the Switch 2 coming out, so it would make sense. Maybe that's dropping near or alongside the Switch 2 for black and white remakes. So potential, promotion there to go along with new game or a remake game, and then obviously promoting in the TCG would make sense. So we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I will update you guys as we have more information. In the coming weeks, we should see more leaks coming out, and we'll see, obviously, there is a ton more of great art to be seen from the set, giving the amount of IRs and SIRs. So very excited. Make sure you guys are subscribed so you can stay up to date. I do post, if you're new, I do post daily content. So as soon as that information is out, I will be posting that day, and we will find out together, and I'll show you guys everything as it is released. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your guys' support. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and remember, it was never a phase.